Hi guys, welcome back to IMI's one-to-one education, and today we're back with nth term of a sequence. So let's get into it. First question. Here are the first 5 terms of a sequence. 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. Write down the next 2 terms in the sequence. So let's just start. So the difference between this one and this one is 2. The difference between 4 and 7 is going to be 3. The difference between 7 and 11 is going to be 4. The difference between 11 and 16, that's going to be 5. So we know the next term is going to have a difference of 6. So we're going to do 16 plus 6 equal 22. So 22 is going to be the next one. And then that's going to have a difference of 6. Now we know the next term after 22, that's going to have a difference of 7. So we're going to do 22 plus 7. That's going to equal 29. And the next term is 29. Okay, question number 2. The first term in a sequence is 3. The term-to-term rule is add 5. Is 97 a term in the sequence? Give a reason for your answer. So the first term in a sequence is 3. Okay, we'll write 3. Then to find the next term, the rule is add 5. So okay, we're going to add 5. 3 add 5 is going to equal 8. 8 add 5 is going to equal 13. 13 and 5 is going to equal 18. 18 and 5 is going to equal 23. So as we can see, just from this pattern, that all the terms in the sequence either are ending 3 or ending 8. So we're going to answer this question by saying no, firstly. All terms in this sequence end with, end up with either 3 or end in 8. So 97 is definitely not in this sequence. Okay, question number 3. Right, here are the first 5 terms of a Fibonacci sequence. So with the Fibonacci sequence, the first 2 terms, yeah, will add up to give you the third term. So 2 plus 1 will give you the third term, which is 3. Then we're going to use, let me just change my color pen to show you the clear difference. Then 3 add 2 is going to equal to 5. Then 5 add 3 is going to equal 8. So write down the next 2 terms in the sequence. So if I just show you another clear distinction, we're going to use 8 add 5. So we're going to do 8 plus 5, and that is going to equal 13. Then we're going to use, so 13 is going to go here. Then for the next term, we're going to do 8 plus 13, and that's going to equal 13 plus 8 is going to equal 21. Question number 4. The nth term of a sequence is 4n plus 3. Find the first 2 terms of the sequence. Okay, so we're going to substitute 4 into the sequence plus 3. So we're going to do 4 times 1, and that's 4. We're going to do 4 plus 3, that's going to equal 7. So the first sequence is 7. Question. Then we're going to substitute 2. So we're going to have 4 bracket 2 plus 3. So 4 times 2 equals 8. 8 plus 3, that's going to equal 11. Now, this is the question. The part B of this question is the question that a lot of people struggle on. Part is 35 a term in the sequence? You must show how you get your answer. So, what you have to do in this situation is you have to make the nth term of this sequence equal to 35. So if I change the color of my pen to show you distinction, we're going to do 4n plus 3, and that's going to equal 35. Now, we're going to minus 3. We're going to have minus 3, minus 3. 4n is equal to 32. N is equal to, we're going to divide by 4 by both sides. That's going to be 8. So, since n is a whole number, yes, 35 is in the sequence. So, then write yes, 35 is in this sequence. In terms of another scenario where n isn't a whole number and it's a decimal number, then you would write no, the term is not in the sequence. Okay, question number 5. The nth term of a sequence is n squared plus 1. Find the first two terms of the sequence. So we're going to substitute 1 squared plus 1. So 1 squared is 1, add 1, that's going to equal 2. Now we're going to substitute 2 into it. 2 squared plus 1. 2 squared is equal to 4. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So 2 squared is equal to 4. 4 plus 1, and that is going to equal 5. Okay? Now again, we have a part B of this question. Is 35 a term in the sequence? You must show how you get your answer. So, we're going to put n squared plus 1, and that's going to equal 35. Now, we're going to do n squared. We're going to minus 1 on both sides. So n squared is equal to 34. Now, if you square root 34, it does not give you a whole number. So the square root of 34, so if you square root n, square root 34, the square root of 34 will not give you a whole number. Instead, it will give you a number 5 point something, 5 point something. So in this scenario, we can say no, 35 is not in this sequence. And this working out will be your evidence. So this will be your 1 mark, and this will be your 1 mark. So guys, here we are. We have come to the end of another topic. We have come to the end of sequences. Please, if you haven't watched my video on powers and roots, as it will help you in this topic. So guys, join me in the next video. This has been IMI. Thank you.